Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 200 pounds without bariatric surgery and how you can be successful on your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another tummy tuck update video. I am so glad that you stopped by to check in on me on my progress with my 5 weeks post tummy tuck. If you are new here and you don't know which procedures that I had, I'm just going to quickly go over that really fast. Sorry to those of you who already know. On July 15th, 2021, I had a Fleur-de-lis circumferential tummy tuck procedure, which basically means I had a full circle tummy tuck back and front. So I lifted the back and tummy tucked the front. Then I also had muscle repair, which sewed my ab muscles together. More about that a little later. And also I had a vertical incision from the breastbone to the pubic bone to reduce loose skin above the belly button. That isn't as common as a regular tummy tuck, and I get asked a lot, like, why the vertical incision? It was the best way to get rid of the loose skin at the top, and I had a huge amount of it. If you haven't seen my before pictures, I probably will end up showing them at some point in this video. If not, they are in the last one. So you can see basically kind of what I was working with was a lot of loose skin. I also, because I was there, decided to go ahead and have an inner thigh lift, a medial thigh lift. It was small, just a little bit on the inside of my thighs to reduce that really wrinkly, crepey skin that was right there on the middle of my thigh, since I was having the rest of my thighs lifted with the body lift. So that was everything I had done, and my doctor was a Dr. Stephen Warnock. He works at Premier Plastic Surgery in Draper, Utah. Total for that whole procedure was $22,000 for the entire thing. I think I have details about how that was broken down price-wise in the About section below. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I've been feeling in week 5, like the update on where I'm at with pain, where I'm at with sleep, food, activity level, that kind of thing. I'm also going to be going over my current weight and my measurements. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my diastasis recti because I found out more information. The doctor told me about how big it was, like how much he had to push together. You'll be seeing my latest scar update. Of course, I will reveal all, including my thigh lift scars, and so you can see how they are doing. I'm going to talk about what I am planning for scar care, and that is basically what the video is going to entail today. So I hope you're looking forward to all of that. It's going to be exciting, I think. 5 weeks was a really good week, and I'm excited to talk about it. But before I go on to that, I want to remind you that all the ways you can donate to the channel are in the About section below. I definitely need all the help I can get paying off these surgeries so that I can afford to do the upper level, if you know what I mean. I still need my arms, back, and breast lift, which is going to be about the same amount of money, probably maybe even more than my lower body. So I have to pay off the lower body first, and then as fast as I can do that, I can do the upper body. So any help that you would like to offer, there are ways that you can either support the channel by buying promotional products, or there are ways where you can just donate right straight to me, which is also greatly appreciated. If you're just feeling like giving me a little gift, I also have a gift list, wish list, Amazon list that you can send me a token of appreciation, whatever, for bothering to sit down and let you know all this information about how I feel. I don't know. I mean, it's there. I just thought I'd let you know. So how did I feel on week 5? I will have to say that I turned a corner in week 5, like almost immediately. I know that last week I was still kind of on the struggle bus with having to spend so much time in bed and just feeling like I was always tired and not being able to do anything. And I really feel like I turned a huge corner in week 5 when it comes to how I'm feeling. I literally started feeling like a human again. Like I stopped feeling like a surgical patient, started thinking about the things I need to get done and the things that I'm excited to do. And my grandbaby's baby shower coming up started to come into my mind a lot more, realizing, oh my gosh, I'm probably dropping the ball. I need to get that done. And school for my kids, because I homeschool my kids. I haven't really made a plan. I've been basically just sitting here vegging out in front of the TV, and I could have been doing stuff, but because my brain was so blah, I didn't get stuff done. And so now you can tell, like, I'm getting back to myself a little bit more. I'm feeling a little bit less. I was very depressed at the end of the last week. I know I talked about that in my last video. I had a really rough go with depression, but I have not had that this week. I've been fine. I've been up taking my son to high school every morning, you know, driving my kids to dance, things like that I normally was just having other people do. And so I'm kind of like easing back into the swing of things. I am not overly cleaning the house anymore. There will not be any more bathroom scrubbing. Last week I begged Dave to do it because it just needed it to be done again, and he at least did the parts that were really hard for me to do, and I did the counter. I'm just trying to do light pickup, you know, telling the kids to do more, getting out of my room more, and at least like seeing what needs to be done so that I can be like, hey, this needs to be done, instead of freaking out. There have been some freaking out moments, trust me, but when you leave a bunch of little kids in charge of keeping things up, you know, there's going to be a little freaking out after 5 weeks of time. But needless to say, I'm feeling a little bit back to normal. Pain level wise, in week 4, I really cut back on pain meds. I really wasn't doing a lot. And in week 5, I've basically been doing none. I'm trying to remember to take a little bit of ibuprofen before I go to bed for anti-inflammatory purposes. I keep forgetting because my pain level is so low now. But I am taking at least 2 right before bed if I can remember to do that. I am no longer taking arnica. I stopped taking it. Now there's no like studies to say that arnica is like the end all be all for health and wellness. I did take a whole bottle of it when the bottle ran out this week. I'm not taking it anymore. Yeah, I'm basically not taking anything. I'm basically back to taking just my regular ritual vitamins and the occasional ibuprofen at night. And that is pretty much it. As far as sleep goes, I've been sleeping a lot less because I've been used to going to sleep at around midnight because that's when I always fall asleep, but I'm having to get up way early to drive my son to high school. So my sleep has gone from like 8.5 hours a night down to like 5 to 6 hours a night. So I need to work on making sure I get to bed sooner or get myself to fall asleep sooner. One night this week, I did try taking I think it was a NyQuil. No, what was it? It was a Unisom. I took a Unisom one night this week because I think it was Thursday. I really wanted to get some sleep. And then I was like a zombie the next day driving my kid to school. I came home, fell back asleep. I couldn't get up, and I was like, nope, I don't want that either. Slept 9.5 hours and still felt like I got no sleep. So, you know, sleep has always been a journey for me. Keto or not keto, apparently I don't like to sleep more than 6 or 7 hours. I don't know why that is. Just my body. That's how it is. But yeah, I'm working on that, but I'm not having to take like pain meds or muscle relaxers or anything crazy at night to sleep. I'm just back to doing my normal thing. I am still wearing my compression garments. I have tried a bunch. I have bought a bunch. I've sent a bunch back. It now feels like I have so many. I can't even keep track of them at all in my brain. I have so many. So right now I'm trying to organize like which ones are the best that I like the most to wear and the ones I'm likely to grab first, which ones I think have been the best, like most beneficial with the best compression and also the most comfortable. And of course, since I had the thigh lift, the ones that give me the most good thigh compression. So I'm working on organizing that. I do talk about that a little later in this video, about some of that, going through that. I showed some of my early fajas in the video later, but I am planning on doing a whole garment video in the future because I feel like I've tried enough of them that I could like give you some great insight on which ones suck and which ones don't. And I can definitely have a huge list of like the ones that I hate. So far I've tried a lot that I did not like. As far as eating is concerned, I am still not tracking. Basically, I'm just trying to make sure I get plenty of protein. So I always try and focus on protein first, and that I'm letting myself eat whatever floats my boat at this point. I am eating carbs still. I am definitely not in ketosis. I'm not attempting to. People keep asking me why, and I have explained it a million times in the comments, but apparently people don't read the comments, which is frustrating. So I'm going to tell you really quickly the reason why I'm eating carbs post-surgery so that you know, and you will stop asking me. Maybe you will not stop asking me, but at least I told you all. Okay, if you watch this video. So the main reason that I chose to have carbs during the healing recovery part is because when you're in ketosis, your body needs protein to create glucose for the brain. It's an extra way your body uses the protein, and it's an extra thing that your body has to do in order to make sure that you function on a high level. That works great when you're a healthy, normal person and you're just doing your thing. But when you are in healing, you need all the protein that you can get to build your lean tissue. If you ask anybody who works out and is a bodybuilder on keto, ketosis does make it more difficult. It's not impossible, but it does make it more difficult to build muscle. And that has proven to me that ketosis is not the most beneficial state for healing. You do not have to agree with me, and you can do whatever you want when you have your tummy tuck, but that was what I chose to do for me, because when you're eating carbs, it spares your muscle because your body uses that glucose for its functions that it needs. Also, it gives you plenty of calories and energy in order to be able to grow that tissue. Something people don't realize, I did not know this until I started doing my research, but it is widely accepted. I don't know if it's 100% proven, so don't quote me, but it is widely accepted among physicians, surgeons, that you need 15 to 20 calories per pound of body weight in order to heal your body post-surgery. That's post pretty much any surgery, but a major surgery like this, your body is using calories like crazy to repair itself. And so I actually really need to eat in excess for my body to have plenty to build. Also, I definitely 100% do not want to lose any body fat during this process. Not until the swelling settles out and I can see where I'm sitting and what my body really and truly looks like, which can take 6 months to a year to get to. So it's not something that I'm taking lightly. I'm not just saying screw it and throwing out the towel and eating whatever I want. I do eat a lot of things that I normally wouldn't eat, but I am doing it with a plan in mind. I am healing my body. I am giving it plenty of energy, so it's not trying to find some in random places that I don't want it to find it. I don't want it burning my body fat. I don't want it using up my tissue. I want it building my body back together, right? And using the food that I'm eating in order to accomplish that so that I can maintain my weight. So far, my weights have done kind of what I expected, though they definitely, I did not expect to gain like 30 pounds in a week at the very beginning. I did not expect that much water weight, though it happened, and what happened. So it is what it is. But I have noticed this week, week 5, that I am getting fuller a little more quickly, that my body's doing the shut off thing sooner than it was before. So I'm guessing that my body is starting to come down to where it doesn't need quite as many calories. It's not quite in as much stress. And it's stopping me from eating as much as I was eating in previous weeks, which is really weird because I have always been the one that didn't trust my body and doesn't eat intuitively. And I'm not into the whole, I'm not into that eat everything you want because it's supposed to satiate you and then somehow your body's going to regulate itself. I've never been into any of that. But for this, all intents and purposes, this has actually really worked for me post-surgery. But I always make sure that I eat my protein first, and then I let myself eat until basically I don't feel like eating anymore, which sometimes is like 2 bites in, and sometimes is like a whole meal and a half. So it's kind of weird, but that's where I'm at food-wise. I'm not keeping track of my calories. I literally have no idea how much I'm eating. None. I'm not even like thinking about it. It's not even crossing my mind. As far as activity, I've definitely been moving more, going downstairs more, being more active with my family. Definitely haven't started like going to the gym. I never went to the gym before. I haven't started going on walks. The other day I thought about going on a walk and then I changed my mind. I think I'm going to get there, but it's not yet. Maybe next week. We'll see what happens. I know 6 weeks like supposed to be the magic number where you can go back to the gym, but I never, like I said, I'm no exercise gym rat, as you guys know if you've been here for very long. All right, so all that being said, that's pretty much where I'm at update-wise this week. I think basically I'm turning the corner, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you the clip that I made of my scar. You guys go enjoy that, and I'll check back in with you in just a few minutes. Alrighty guys, it is Tuesday. It's my doctor day. This is the day I usually go in and get my Seromas drained once a week and have him look at my stitches and everything. You guys have not seen that, I did show it on another video. So if you want to go check out the playlist, you click on my main channel, go to playlist tab, and you should be able to find the whole the whole tummy tuck makeover thing playlist up there. But anyway, today I'm hoping he will remove the last scabs off my scar so that I can start scar treatment. I'm expecting to not have to come back again to drain seromas. My stomach seroma is basically gone, so I don't think it was ever really one to begin with, though they did drain a little bit of fluid. It really wasn't significant. My thigh one seems to be a lot better, but who knows? It's hard to tell. My outfit is cute. As you can see, I'm wearing those gold pants again. I love how they fit me. I wish they were lower rise, but I will say, like, one thing I'm struggling with is that my measurements are bigger. Lots bigger, actually. I should probably do a video on that, but my measurements are lots bigger than they were pre-surgery. Now, if you remember pre-surgery, I used to cinch the thing really tight so that I could see what I kind of would be like if the fat was removed. Maybe that was my mistake, because now I'm not able to cinch anything, and I'm probably about, like 9, heaven help me, 9 inches bigger on my waist than I was measuring before. And none of my pants fit. These ones I can squeeze into because they're super stretchy, but most of my pants do not fit me. So that is something you may want to consider if you're going into surgery. You may not be smaller when you come out the other side. You will look good, but you may not be the same size. So be prepared for that. In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to go maybe to Kohl's and see if I can find some new clothes or pants or something, because I'm tired of wearing sweats. And I'm starting to accept that it's going to be a while before I'm back into my regular clothes. Wish me luck over at the doctor's office. I probably won't be able to film anything, but I will fill you in on what he does. I am all ready. Alrighty, guys. Well, he was able, well, I had the nurse, okay, rewind. The nurse drew my seroma in my thigh, and it was only 18 like cc's or whatever, so that's the lowest it's ever been. Yay! My rash is mostly gone. Yay! He pulled off all of those stitch areas, the little parts on my belly button and on my T-scar that still were waiting to come off. He pulled all those out. They were like little sutures, I think. He took all those out and said that I could start scar treatment. So that's good. Gonna have to try and decide everything that I'm gonna do, because I have like a whole list of things I can try. And of course, I have the scar treatment gel that they gave me, which of course I'll probably start with since they gave it to me. I actually remembered to ask him how big my diastasis was. I have to say, like, I was unable to feel any kind of a gap before we had surgery. I really thought I did not have issues, especially because since the surgery, the muscle repair part has not really hurt that much. And I was able to eat like everything the day one. You guys remember back when I ate that giant taco salad the very first day. So I was thinking maybe I didn't have a very big diastasis, but the doctor told me I had one of the biggest diastasis separations that he's ever seen. It was 6 inches. It was so big, I couldn't have felt the separation because it was way too far apart. I would have never thought that it could possibly be that far apart, so I would have never felt for it there because it was huge, apparently. And I'm like, well, what the heck? How come I didn't get the benefit of not feeling like I could eat anything for a while after surgery? And he's like, I did ask him about, like, if I'm eating too much, like if I'm gaining weight, and he said absolutely no. He says my bigger measurements are still water weight. He says that I look exactly how I should look. He said don't go out and buy a whole bunch of new clothes. Kind of uneventful, but he wants to see me again next week. Hopefully it'll be another uneventful day. I don't know. I wish there was more to say, but it's just getting kind of be like, you come in, he looks at me, you look good, you go home, kind of thing. So I don't exactly know how many more times I'm going to be going in. But someone did ask me if all of my aftercare and everything was covered in my price. Yes, it absolutely is. Anything the doctor wants to see me for or has to do for me, and he like those recovery garments he gave me, things like that, all of those things are 100% included. There are no additional fees. So, gotta love that. So if you're looking for a plastic surgeon, you should come here to Utah because there's a lot of really good ones. And my doctor at Premier Plastic Surgery Group in Draper, Dr. Stephen Warnock, is the best. So you guys should come here and get your surgery. Why not? Then we can meet. Say hi. All right, good morning, guys. It is 5 weeks post-surgery today. One thing I really wanted to talk about today was the different types of compression I've tried to use. I first want to talk about one I do not like. I think I'll just go over that because I'm probably never putting this one on again. So this is my actual official Colombian faja. It is the Lati Rose or LT Rose. I'm just going to show you the, oh, here's the pack. Here's the package. It's LT Rose. It says like size issues, make sure you watch this video. I watched the video. I checked my measurements and I actually got a size bigger than what was recommended. So in the video, it tells you to make sure you have like somebody to help you put this on. Okay, so this is it. You can see it has 12 hooks up the front and a zipper. It has a booty area, right? And it's super long. It goes past the knee, which is why I got it, because I'm really struggling with all of my swelling being in my legs. And I mean, most people are dealing with like, you know, big pregnant belly still. I haven't really struggled with that very much, but I'm struggling with my legs just as my thighs just being gigantically huge. And I don't know if that's because I had my thighs done at the same time as I did this tummy tuck, but it's getting to the point where I'm like, I gotta get compression on my thighs. So I actually wore this all day yesterday, okay? First of all, let me point out something. There is no going to the bathroom area. So in order to go to the bathroom, I am not kidding, you actually have to undo all the hooks, pull it down, use the restroom, and then pull it back up, do everything back up. And pulling it up, that's what you need two people for. So what are you supposed to do? Have someone helping you in the bathroom every single time you have to go? So, and another issue that I had was, I wore it all day yesterday and it wasn't horrible. I survived. But last night I was trying to go to bed and I was trying to sleep in it because I really wanted to do full 24 hours to see what it would do to my thighs. And I could not sleep because the bottoms here were pinching off my circulation at my knees and it hurts so bad. And nothing I would do could like stop it from hurting my legs. And I finally just had to get up and take it off and just put on some Spanx because the Spanx are super comfortable, but they are very short and they have very little compression on the thighs. And I was really hoping. So last night I actually measured my thighs so that I could see if wearing the compression did any good. And my thighs were up a half an inch from what they had been that morning. So no, it didn't. Let's check. I'm going to check them right now while I'm talking to you guys and just see where they're at. Yeah, still the same. 21 and a half. Pre-surgery, my thighs were 18, 19, around there. So yeah, each thigh is about the same, even though one looks bigger than the other, which never has made sense to me. I do it right in the same place. Both of them are about 21 and a half right now, which is really frustrating. So this did not work for the purpose that I had intended. It was super uncomfortable. It was impossible to use the restroom in. And the last straw, literally wore it one day, like not even a full day, and saw this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yep. You see that? Hole. There's a hole already there. And so I don't remember how much I paid for this one. I really hope this wasn't the $70 one. Man, I'm super disappointed. If you look at my other one that I've got from the doctor, this is the Isabella brand, and I love these. The problem is that they're like $15 to ship them online, and if I buy them over by the doctor's office, when I go to the doctor's office, they only take cash. And so I never remember to have cash with me, so I haven't bought a small enough one. So this one is like a 3X, and according to the package, the Isabella package, I should be a large or an extra large at this point. So I really need to go and size down to at least probably an extra large. But the fabric on this is silky. The thing I don't like is that this one is short. This one goes above the knee. My original one, I don't think I have anymore. Oh, I do. Look at this. they're hanging all over my bathroom because I try and line dry them, and which is why I was going to make the video today, because I was going to show them to you all, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. This one's super long, but this was a 5XL. Like, it didn't even fit me the day they put it on me. I don't know what they were thinking. So yeah, what I really need to do is go down there and buy, because I don't like this. This is the one the doctor gave me, had straps. I prefer this one. I have so many of these ones because the doctor gave them to me. But I have this one that's the short legs and no straps, but this one is like a 4XL. So yeah, see, huge. This is the one I bought to replace, and then the doctor was like, no, you don't need to buy anything. I'm going to credit your account and I'm going to give you another one, but all he had is one with the straps, which I hate. So that's all my fajas. So maybe for this video, we'll talk only about fajas, and on another video, I'll show you all of the other compression garments that I have, because I have, I think, like 5 other ones that I've been working my way through, including the Spanx that I wore last night, which are the most comfortable to sleep in because they are soft and silky. Okay, so 5-week update. How am I looking? It's only been a few days since I showed you my scar, but there are some changes just since Sunday. So number one thing that has changed is my rash is gone. I don't have to use the creams or the Benadryl anymore. It stopped. So maybe it was a reaction to the lipo foam and it just took a while to like chill. No idea. Second thing is I was going to talk a little bit about some of the scar care that I'm starting. I haven't really decided on my full scar care routine because there's so many products out there and I'm still trying to decide which one. The one doctor gave me is this one. It is just straight silicone, Silogen, straight silicone with nothing else in it. They have other ones online that have other things in it that are supposed to help. Now, admittedly, I've been watching on Facebook, on groups and stuff of people who had surgery the same day as me. And I will say my scar probably looks the best out of almost every single person I've seen. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was the doctor's way of stitching. I don't know if it was my diet pre-surgery or my diet post-surgery with only carbs. I don't know. My high proteins for so many years, my personal genetic makeup, my great immune system, because I do have a really good immune system. I've never healed from anything. This is my first surgery, so I don't really have anything to like compare it to. My vitamins that I took the Heal Fast vitamins before and after the surgery. I also take my Ritual vitamins and have for probably 4 years now. Been taking these every day, and I've been taking these since I ran out of the Heal Fast. You are not supposed to take anything with fish oil in it right before your surgery because it can be a blood thinner. So I waited until I finished out the Heal Fast set before I started them back up. But I don't know what it is about what I'm doing that is helping my scar look amazing, but it's working. It literally looks amazing. So that being said, I also got bio oil. The thing I'm trying to figure out is they both say like the silicone and the bio oil. This one's like you can't have anything on your skin. And so you have to shower twice a day? Like, it's so confusing. And this one, it's like it does it twice a day too. So like if I'm using these twice a day, but I can't have anything on. Yeah, I'm confused. So I haven't really gotten to that level of, I literally just started yesterday, my scar care. So I also don't have any silicone strips yet, which I was planning on also doing strips. And this says to alternate between gel and strips. It's overwhelming, and I'm like looking at my scar thinking, do I really need to worry about this so much? Because my scar is looking good anyway without me doing anything really. So anyway, like as you can see, the scar down the middle is just like, you can practically not even see it at this point. My rash is gone. So now that my rash is gone, we can talk about the elephant in the room, or the chevron stretch marks. I actually teased my doctor about this because my husband thinks he purposely lined them up. I think it was just coincidence because he's really, really good. But because when they do the Fleur-de-lis, they actually cut you like this. He marked me like that and cut this big triangle of skin out, right? And then you pull you together. Well, he's pulling diagonally. And so all of my stretch marks are in chevron pattern which my husband thinks is absolutely cute. And I was joking with the doctor, and I told him, I'm like, you know, I guess if you're going to have stretch marks, having them be artistic and for something that's in style, you mean, why not? So when I was at the doctor, he removed my little belly button scabs. I think they were actually stitches. So you can see where they were taken out. There's like some redness. I'm watching that really closely and making sure it doesn't like pop open, because I know anytime you remove like any kind of scab, it can cause an open wound, and that is literally my worst nightmare. I do not want that. So I'm watching those really carefully. Also on my T-scar, he removed 3 or 4 right along here as well. And they are also kind of red. So I'm kind of watching that area really closely, because right here is like probably the most dangerous for like popping open or something going wrong, because it's where this, you know, all of the different things meet, and that stresses me out a little bit. So that's the worst part of the scar right there, is that T-scar. I'll be doing lots of massage over the next few weeks. It kind of changes shape all the time. It does what it wants. I don't know, like sometimes it seems like it's going flatter, today it seems it's more pokier. I don't know. As you can see, the swelling in my belly is kind of gone down. It's mostly gone down to this area. But today is actually really good. This is probably the best I've seen with swelling in my belly. I mean, you can actually see my bones today. Look at that. Woo, that's kind of fun. Those are my hip bones. Aren't they cute? Never used to see those before. If I suck in really good, or tighten, I don't know if I could see an ab. Maybe is that how those girls do the ab pictures? I don't know. I don't really have abs, I don't think. And of course, you know, I do still have some laxity on my skin over my hip bones, but you can see even when I pull it up that those are my hip bones right there, which is fun. Yeah, my legs are different lengths, and so my hips sit kind of crooked. So if you're wondering about that, that's just my left leg is shorter, so I tend to tip this way. Fun fact you never knew about me, huh? Maybe you did know. I don't know. If you've been here long enough, you might know. But yeah, you can still see I've got a little bit of swelling just right there, and that is about the only place. So let's see if you can see the side, how it's doing. These are, of course, my drain holes. Those are going to take forever, I think, to go away or clear up. But yeah, you can see that is my line on my right hip. And let's see. Left hip's easier to show because what's funny is it goes, I don't know. It's lower on my right hip and higher on my left hip. Don't know why that ended up that way, but it just did. So it's easier to show, but it's lower here than it is here. I don't, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, this is the left side. You can see. Just lift my arms up. People have been asking me if I'm going to do my arms. Like, come on. What do you? Of course I want to do my arms. Like, of course. That they're driving me absolutely bonkers. I also want to have a bra line lift. But I have to pay a $20,000 surgery off before I can put on another $25,000 surgery or whatever it's going to be. I actually don't know how much it'll be to do those 3 surgeries, because it will be a breast lift, arm brachioplasty, and bra line lift. And I don't know how much that's going to be. So yeah, of course I want to do my upper body, but I got to pay this off first. So watch the videos, watch the ads, buy the products in the description. Feel free to send donations. The faster I pay it off, the sooner I can get it done. But I'm guessing it's probably going to be 2 years. Okay, back to where we were. Okay, so the back. Here is the back, how it is looking currently. You can see the scar. So yeah, I'm happy with the shape of my booty at this point. I really thought it was going to be super flat. It isn't. It does still have some sag. Extend on my toes. But for the most part, it is actually pretty good. So I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. As far as the thigh scars, let's see if I can show you those today. Okay, let's see if I can use this chair this time. Yeah, so there is my entire scar. It starts there and goes out to here. But as you can see, like it kind of goes along my muscle. And when I'm standing, you can kind of see the fronts of it. Like in a swimsuit, I'll be able to see it, but I think it's gonna fade, so I'm not super worried about that. Yeah, you can see same thing. Where's the start? The start is here, and it just goes all the way to here. He actually tried to pull a stitch at the start right here, so I'm watching this carefully as well. It's red. I don't actually know if he got it out because it feels kind of bumpy like he didn't. But yeah, you can see I still have some sagging skin, and maybe there's a lot of swelling in there and some fat, whatever. But who doesn't love to have some booty and some thighs, right? At least that's popular right now, so that's a good thing. Oh, and last but not least, of course, the top of here. I was actually surprised he didn't pull a stitch out of there, but I don't feel any bump anymore. It's just kind of a little bit of a swelling up there. You can see, if I can, maybe you can't see, I don't know. But yeah, there's the little bit of swelling. Look at that, when I suck in, you can see my ribs. Whoa, look, ribs. Those are my ribs. How exciting. Wow, yeah, the swelling is really going down in my waist. Maybe that faja did work yesterday from squeezing the crap out of me, but I don't think I'm gonna be wearing that again anytime soon. But yeah, so this is me just not doing anything, sticking my stomach out. And this is me sucking in, trying to look svelte and gorgeous. And where's my rib on this side? Right there, oh man. So here's my rib and hip bone. That's how much waist I have between the two. Oh! I just remembered I was going to show you my measurements. I knew there was something else. So everybody keeps asking me like, why are you buying new clothes? Like, you know, well, they expect that I'm smaller. They all say like, you got to go buy new clothes, right? And I'm like, well, yeah, but not for the reason you might think. It's not because I'm smaller. Now, I won't say I'm huger, because when I went to the store and tried things on, I really was pretty much the same size that I was last time I tried things on, but I am a different shape. And so I needed a different style of pants because the ones I have aren't working for my hips and thighs. I needed something with wider legs, less of the skinny jean, mama squeezer, high-waisted look, more of the straight leg, mid-rise look. Okay, so pre-surgery, the way I used to do my measurements is that I would pull it super tight through my fat so that I could, or through my fat and skin, so I could kind of see where my body was below, right? Like, so like when I would do my breasts, I wouldn't just do, what's that, 41? Yesterday it was 40. Yesterday it was 42. Oh man, what's happening? I used to do like all the way, which is ironic because I can't actually pull it very much tighter. I think my breasts are even like swollen and or gotten fat in them from my overeating, I guess, from eating food. So now it's up to 30 tight. It's up to 37 and a half or almost 38. And it was like 34, I think, pre-surgery. So, and it's like my breasts are much fuller. I can't like squeeze them in as much. So, wow, about that. Waist-wise, what I used to do was I used to find the little divot in my back, you know, where my rolls would be. And I would go across my main big roll, and then I would squeeze it really, really tight. And my measurement pre-surgery was like 27 and a half, 28. Stand up straight, find the spot, which is now about at my belly button. I can pull tight still if I want. And you can see what we got there, huh? 33. Okay, 33, 34. That's actually way smaller than yesterday and the day before. So yesterday I was 35, and the day before I was 36. So you can see this difference in swelling. And I bet tomorrow if I ate something weird or like did something, it would probably go back out. But 33 is this, like if I squeeze it really tight, I can get to 32. But definitely ain't getting no 27. And that was with all my skin on. So yeah, I am definitely not smaller around the waist. Let's see the hips. Pre-surgery, when I was squeezed tight, my hips were 37, 38, around there. I'm trying to find the same exact places though I used my skin roll, right? And my booty is higher, so, you know, that could have something to do with these measurements. But as you can see, oh my goodness, apparently with panties on, it's harder to do. I usually do it without on the skin. Okay, I pull tight because I want it to be as close as possible. And that's 40 and a half, 41. So yeah, and a couple of days ago it was 42. And so like things just keep changing. So if you've just had surgery, I mean, I am 5 weeks out. If you've had surgery and you're really disappointed because you just feel like you're fatter, you may not be. I mean, you just may be experiencing swelling because obviously I didn't lose 2 inches around my waist, 3 inches around my waist in 2 days. No, like fat-wise. Water-wise, yes, and that is why I suggest not stressing out about it because otherwise you're gonna make yourself crazy. So I'm looking really skinny today, I guess, compared to other days, which I guess that's good. I'm pretty happy with how everything is looking today. Could I just go out and, you know, put on a swimsuit and just like go on to town today? But no, I can't because it's freezing cold outside. So yeah, again, I guess we'll just do the full 360 again. So here we go. And I'm gonna suck in and lift up to make it look nice as possible because, I mean, why not, right? So here it is. So week 5. Here we go. Whew, that was a lot. A lot of information. Yeah, week 5 has been a little bit crazy. So first going to the doctor and finding out about my diastasis. What? Then taking my measurements and being like, double what? And then like talking about the fajas and showing you my scars. Oh my gosh, yeah. Lots going on this week. So I feel like that's great because I also worry that these videos are going to be like totally boring with no information, no new information. And as you can see, this week definitely was full of all kinds of crazy, which was exciting. So needless to say, when I saw my doctor talk about the diastasis, when he told me how it was like 6 inches, which is like 15 and a half centimeters, I'm like, what? The biggest ones they talk about like on the Facebook groups is like 10 centimeters, and that's gigantic. So I'm thinking, what on earth? I didn't even think I had a diastasis issue. I thought I could feel my rectus muscles when I lifted up. I don't know what the heck I was feeling, but apparently it weren't the rectus muscles because they was clear over here and I was feeling it in the middle. So yeah, which is just weird because I just haven't had that much of signs of having the muscle repair done. And for having it be so big, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, I wish that I had a picture of that. I do have a picture of the muscle repair, but I don't have a picture of it before. And I really wish he would have taken a before picture. Dang. Because I would really have liked to see that. So we never talked about my weight. My average weight for this week has actually gone down to 186.6. So my weights were 186.6, 185.6, 187.4, 185.8, 187.2, 186.6, and 187.2. And those added up, divided by 7, 186.6, which is pretty good. That's still up about 8 pounds from surgery, and he took 8 pounds off me, so I'm 16, 17 pounds up at this point, 5 weeks post-surgery. I'm definitely still swollen in my legs, but as you saw from the measurements, I shrunk quite a bit this week in my waist. But it goes up and down. Like I've been measuring like every day, and it goes up and down and up and down. So I don't expect it to kind of like stay that way. The swelling is just weird the way it works. So anyway, yeah, that was depressing, and yet I didn't even care because like when I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, who cares what my measurements are and what it says on the scale? Gosh dang it, you look good. And so that's kind of like where I'm at. Like I'm just giving you this information. It's just data. It doesn't affect me emotionally. It doesn't have anything to do with my recovery in any way other than it's just data and information. So people will realize that if this happens to them, maybe they aren't as weird as they think they are, or maybe it's not as stressful as they think it is, or whatever. Could I be gaining some body fat? Sure. Where is it going? To the good spots. Let's just put it that way. And so I also don't really want to lose the weight because I feel like I'm filling up saggier areas that maybe lost that I didn't really want to lose when I was in my weight loss journey, if you know what I'm saying. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that yet or not, but I'm not gonna call it full-on weight gain. It could be swelling in that area as well. So I'm just calling it, I'm happy with what I'm looking at right now. And my healing is going a lot better than other people I'm seeing on the internet who had surgery the same day. My scars look better. They look neater. I'm not having belly swelling like other people. It's just my belly swelling is different, and I'm just not having it the same as other people looking really, really bloaty and huge. And I guess that's good for the psyche because I know it can be that way and it's commonly that way. I feel pretty lucky. I feel like my doctor did a bang up job. I'm loving how things are shaken out. Is that the way you say it? I definitely am loving how I'm looking. Oh, and I totally went shopping. So I'm going to stick that in here for you guys because I got a kick out of it. I bought this tie-dye shirt. Why is tie-dye in again? But I got it because I wanted to be cool like my son because he's wearing tie-dye to school. So he was proud of me for buying a tie-dye shirt. And these pants that I got on are size small. Yep. Look at that. So cute. This is my squeezer. But yeah, looking good. This shirt is a size medium, so that's why it's so baggy. I got one in a small and I got one in a medium, and I am wishing I got this one also in a small because it's like huge. But anyway, I went shopping, so I'm gonna show you that. I can only find one pair. Low rise, anything. Not sure how I feel about it. In the junior section, I kind of feel like I'm gonna fall out of it. Maybe mid-rise is more my thing. Interestingly, I discovered that in most stretchy pants, I'm still a small, which, weird. In sized pants, some of the 8s, if it was like a relaxed fit me, and most of the 8s didn't. Most of the 10s did. 12s were way too big. So I'm not much different than I was before. I guess I just don't know what is the deal with my pants that I own. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're just different shape. But I picked up, I think, like 4 or 5 pairs of really nice mid-rise, because apparently mid-rise is better than low-rise. So I'm glad I found some low-rise so I could try them on and realize that's not my thing because I still have too much booty for low-rise, which now I know, so it's okay. And the mid-rise fit perfectly. They don't go up on my belly too far. They fit all my booty in. And I got a bunch of really cute nice pants, so I feel like I have something that I can wear when I go out and when I'm starting to go and, you know, take the kids back to the dance studio or whatever else I'm gonna be doing. So, and I don't feel beat up, even though I shopped for like over an hour, which is good. But I'm super late for picking up my kid from high school, so hate to talk and run, but I gotta go. Alrighty guys, if you are still here, I am in utter disbelief. You are a true follower, and I love you. No, I appreciate it. Every time you guys watch a lot of the video, and especially when you let the commercials play, it really helps me to earn some money from my channel so that I can help pay off my surgery. Dave's very confident in me and then my ability to pay this off on my own without his help. And so I'm very happy that you guys are being diligent in supporting me in this series. It has been an utter blessing, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. That is all I have for you today. I know it was long again, and I apologize, but I love you all so much, and I'm so grateful that you're here. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you all again soon.